Hi guys, my battery is dying so I really hope I get through this, but this is going to be my top healthy diet tips, specifically because there's so many things on there about how to get into a healthy diet but not so many on how to stay in a healthy diet, because that's the hardest part. It's so easy to start, not so easy to stick to it, so I thought I'd do some tips on that since a lot of you guys have been asking for more fitness videos since my first one. I will do an update on that at some point soon, but right now I just wanted to make this video. I am actually going to the gym soon, which is why I'm wearing my gym shirt and I have my hair like this. Also, I have to take my makeup off first, but I didn't want to be a makeup list for my video, so I kept it on until I'm heading out. So let's get started. So I'm probably my biggest tip is eat a variety of foods, because I know so many people whenever they start into like the whole healthy diet thing, literally they just think, okay, chicken breast, brown rice, broccoli, and personally I can't think of anything more depressing. There's a lot of jokes online about that being sort of like typical white people food, just so bland, and I couldn't stick to a healthy lifestyle if that was what I was eating all the time. I like to include like just as many foods as I can, lots of different colours on the plate and stuff. I'll show some meal examples at the end of this video because I post a lot of pictures of my meals and stuff on Instagram and everyone's like, oh my god, what are you eating? What's in it? And people have asked me to do a video, so I'll include some meal examples at the end of this. But yeah, I just like to eat as many different types of food as possible because just, you know, it satisfies your taste buds and stuff and you're getting more nutrients that way instead of just the same bland thing. And it's going to make it so much easier to stay on a healthy diet. If you really struggle with what you eat, especially if you're one of those people who's like, I don't understand why I weigh so much, I hardly eat anything. A lot of people, and me included, until I kind of got into the flow of things, you tend to just walk through the house, or you go in the kitchen and you'll graze, you'll just eat little bits of things here and there without thinking about it, and you won't even notice you're doing it. At the end of the day, you're like, I only had one meal, but I feel so full. It's because you do tend to just graze. And a great way to combat this, even just for the first couple of weeks, which is what I did, is keep a food diary. So just get a little notebook with everything, and literally everything you eat, just write it down in it. Just, you know, whatever you're having, just write it down in your little food diary, and you can look back at the end of the day. And I always like to write it down before I eat the thing. So I'll prepare my food, I'll sit down, write my thing down, and then I'll eat it. And it helps a lot with being more aware of what you're eating, when you're eating. I like to write down what times I'm eating stuff as well, just to get into a schedule. And not only will it make you more sort of aware of when you're eating, but it'll make you make better choices, because, you know, you're gonna feel better if you write down, you know, I had a big healthy salad with, you know, some nice lean meats and nuts and stuff, than I just ate a 12 box of donuts. You know, you'll have to think about it before you write it down. You're like, do I really want to eat this? So if you're having trouble sticking to a healthy diet, then that's like a great tip. It helps so much. Treat day. Treat day is very important. Some people in the fitness world call it cheat day. I don't like to call it cheat day. Like, cheating's a bad thing. Like, you know, if you cheat on tests or you cheat on your partner, it's a bad thing. It has like negative association with it. And a lot of people then feel guilty and only have like one little thing. I call it treat day, and I go all out. I won't have like one tiny little thing that's still quite healthy for my cheat meal, you know. I have treat day and I eat whatever the hell I want on treat day. I have it once a week, usually on a Friday or a Saturday. I think I'm switching to Saturdays now. And I'll just eat whatever I want. If I want pizza or donuts or macaroni and cheese, whatever I want, I'm having it. It's treat day. I get to have what I want. And it helps so much because it just deals any cravings you've been having through the week. You can get them out of your system and you go back into your healthy diet. Plus it gives your like metabolism a little kickstart as well, because it reminds it, it's like, oh, you still gotta work, there's still food coming in. So it's a good way to deal with cravings, and honestly I think it will kind of help keep your metabolism on its toes a little bit. This is possibly a kind of silly one that some of your friends might hate you for, but take pictures of your food if you want to Instagram them, or just keep them on your phone. Everything you eat, just take pictures of it, because again, you'll be more aware of what you're eating, when you're eating, and it'll make you want to put more effort into it, because, you know, like, just having like some bland sort of thing on a plate isn't gonna look good in a picture, whereas if you make a big salad with like lots of different colours and make just like, you know, put all the food in and make it look really tasty, not only will you probably enjoy your food more because you've put more effort into making a really lovely meal, but again, you're aware of what you're eating, you're making better choices, and it just really helps, to be honest. Don't restrict like crazy or try to calorie count or whatever, because honestly that'll make you fall off so quickly if you're like, I can only have this many calories a day and I have to count the calories and everything. I don't do that. I really don't. The only time I pay attention to calories is if I'm like picking up sort of like a snack or something from a shop with some sort of healthy snack and it happens to have the calories right on the front. And even then, I look more at the fat content and sugar content than I do at the calories. Calories mean very little. They're kind of like the BMI scale. They're just a very basic guide that at the end of the day really doesn't mean anything, because yeah, you could eat a very low amount of calories but you could still be eating absolute crap. Or you could be eating a higher amount of calories but eating stuff that's really, really good for you and has like less fat and sugar and stuff, and overall, you know, what's going to be the better option. So don't worry too much about calories, worry more about sort of like, not even how much fat or sugar, although obviously that is important, but the types and them in relation to each other. And that leads me on to the next point, is fats and carbs. Now, fat isn't actually what makes you fat. Carbs are technically the reason that you end up storing fat. If you want to know exactly why, I can do like a whole big sciencey video on exactly why this happens. Now, don't try to cut out carbs altogether. That's not realistic, it's not healthy, it's a bad idea, and you will fall off the wagon, it'll be awful. What I try to do is, if I'm eating something that has a higher fat content, I'll try to not have so many carbs. Like with the big salads I make, you'll see some of those at the end. I have like cheese on there, I have like, you know, meats and salmon and things and nuts and everything. Those are all quite high in fat, like guaranteed it's mostly healthy fats, but they're pretty high in fat. But I don't have any substantial carbs on those plates, and so that kind of balances it out. So if you can eat sort of lower carb and pay attention to the glycemic index, if you don't know what it is, just have a quick Google, there's a chart with all the foods on it. And basically the lower the glycemic index the better. That's basically how fast the sugar is released into your bloodstream. But just try to moderate. If you're having something high fat, try to have low carb. If you're having something higher in carbs, try to have low fat, and that generally really helps. And my last tip is, honestly, like sometimes I'll find myself really lacking inspiration. Like I'll be like, what do I want to eat? What is healthy food? Why can't I think of anything to eat? The best way to sort of deal with that is follow, like you don't even have to follow, just look through the hashtags on the likes of Tumblr or Instagram or We Heart It or any of those websites, and just look at like the healthy food tags and stuff, and you get so much inspiration. Like suddenly healthy food isn't the boring chicken, broccoli and brown rice, you know, there's so many really tasty looking things. And that's what I do whenever I don't really know what to eat. I just look through it and I'm like, oh, I could go make that, and I'll go and make myself a really tasty healthy meal. And it just, you know, it'll kind of inspire you, because they're all so full of those people, you know, who are happy and eating salads, and those bitches have problems in life too, but they look like their lives are perfect, and they'll inspire you to be the happy woman eating the salad as well. It's a silly little thing, but I find it really helps. And like I said, it's great if I don't know what to eat, especially if you're not really good with, like you don't usually eat healthy food and you're like, okay, so what am I meant to eat? Try following those things and just get some ideas. There's usually like little recipes attached as well, so it's great, and a lot of it's quite easy, so I will include my healthy meals at the end here, so you can see some of the things. Like, I'm sure not all of them are super, super healthy, but generally I have made great improvements in my diet. I used to literally have like 4 cans of Rockstar a day, which are like these big sugary energy drinks, and like 5 chocolate bars and sausage rolls and pastries and fatty things. Like I used to eat so much crap within a day. I've just cut down to a really nice, moderate, balanced, healthy lifestyle, and it's helped a lot, and hopefully it will continue to. My camera is about to die, so I'm going to go now. Remember to comment, like and subscribe. You know I love you guys very, very much. Remember to check out my other social networking sites, which are in the description. And I'll see you in my next video. Thanks! Chocolate bars and sausage rolls and pastries and fatty things. Like I used to eat so much crap within a day. I've just cut down to a really nice, moderate, balanced, healthy lifestyle, and it's helped a lot, and hopefully it will continue to. My camera is about to die, so I'm going to go now. Remember to comment, like and subscribe. You know I love you guys very, very much. Remember to check out my other social networking sites, which are in the description. And I'll see you in my next video. Thanks! The camera doesn't want me to say bye. Bye! Okay, so there's a lot going on here today, so this is some bacon, which is very well done. I like it crispy, but yeah, for most people it's probably a bit too much. Underneath there's some tomato and mozzarella. I've got some cucumber noodles. I just made this with like this little spiralizer thing I got, and I see a lot of websites selling them really expensive. I got mine on eBay for like £2. I've got some mixed salad leaves. I think it's like watercress and rocket and spinach and stuff. I have some blueberries, some avocado, walnuts, olives, romaine lettuce with some tahini, and a big old blob of hummus because I'm obsessed with it and need it on everything. And there is some feta cheese over there. And cat, if you don't get away from my food, I will kill you. And I'm also having a multivitamin and this really nice tea I found. Now, I've only ever seen it in one shop, and it makes me sad because it's really, really tasty, and the shop is like a million miles away from me. Okay, so I'll say a lot of my salads and stuff have the same sort of ingredients because they're some of my favourite foods, but people were asking what I put in them and stuff, and I'm only really doing the salads at the minute. If you want like general meal examples, I suppose I could do some, but these are the more sort of interesting of the food I eat. It's just what I make for myself during the day. And this, you can't really see much because it's all like layered, but there's romaine lettuce, tomatoes, feta cheese, mozzarella cheese, avocado, walnuts and smoked salmon. I think that's everything that's in there. Whew, I am absolutely starving, so I've made myself a big lunch. I've got a massive bowl of carrot and coriander soup. I have got some toast and it has mashed avocado, hummus and smoked salmon on it, and I've got a little pot of strawberries, dates, blueberries and almonds. I was so eager to eat this that I forgot to even record before I started. So this is a big bowl full of there's some spinach, a whole bunch of fresh chopped tomatoes, fresh mozzarella, fresh basil and some pancetta and walnuts, and it's so yummy. Like, I'm pretty much drooling trying to say this, so I'm gonna go eat, and I've got my water as well. Okay, so it's super chilly, so I made myself something nice and warm. So I've just got some salmon, some cauliflower, and that's some salad, but the salmon and the cauliflower I just put into one thing and oven baked. And it's all been seasoned with like garlic and cayenne pepper and herbs and stuff, so it's super yummy. And I just took my salad on there because I really can't have a meal without some sort of green. Okay, so today this is lots and lots of spinach underneath, though it's kind of hidden by everything else. I have some bean sprouts, got a whole bunch of feta cheese there. I've got a lot of tofu because I just felt like pretty much eating my weight in tofu today. And I've got some little sausagey things because I just wanted something really tasty. So that's today's one. I might go get some hummus for my tofu actually. And I just fried this in like a little bit of sesame oil and some sesame seeds. Okay, so this one is again a bunch of spinach, basil. I've got some zucchini noodles there, or courgette noodles in the UK, with bean sprouts. And there is some feta cheese and some walnuts and some mozzarella. And that's what I'm having right now.